All right, Matt Marshall, football insider here with Hopewell head coach Jamelle Byrd.
Yes, sir.
Coach, what made you want to get into coaching?
Oh man, it was pretty easy for me. I was fortunate. I played on a high school football team that the coaching staff was, Rocky White, Bobby Collins, Aaron Brand, and Joe Evans.
Oh wow.
4 guys who are household names in this area.
Yeah.
And they were the cliche, not to sound cliche, but they were more than just coaches.
Yeah.
They were dads, mentors, everything for us. And I had no idea what I really wanted to do, but I know that was something I was passionate about, helping young people, because they helped me. I wouldn't be in this position without those guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And I remember coaching against those guys. There was a lot of long nights.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What do you like most about this team this upcoming season?
Man, we're young, but young in a good way. A lot of our guys are they're rising juniors. They were sophomores that were forced to play up because we didn't really have a whole lot of upperclassmen last year.
Right.
So it got tough at times. It got tough at times because these guys really had the experience when you're going up against an L. Brown that's got 25 seniors.
Oh, yeah.
A North Meck that's got 10 plus seniors. These teams that are way more seasoned than we were. So I love the fact that we're young, but in a good way. We've kind of went through the fire per se, and now we got 2 years to try to build these guys up into a respectable ball club.
Excellent, good stuff. Who's some players we can look out for this year?
Man, my 2021 class is so loaded. I feel like from, of course, Julian Gray, who's got a couple of ACC offers, a quarterback, AJ Simpkins, Jacob Polite, one of my receivers, Matt Flanders, my freshman tight end on offense, defense. Fred Bates, our free safety. Jabari Brown, who plays our star, which is like our nickel safety. Chris Williams, who made all conference last year, playing linebacker for us. Rashawn Lawrence, our nose tackle. It's just so many guys. And Major Weathers, man. My true freshman corner last year. He'll be a sophomore. Started all 11 games as a true freshman, man. And just it's crazy because people kept trying him, and I remember him having those moments of where he kind of, he stepped up to the challenge. People were trying him, and he get a pick. So good. I'm so excited about so many of our guys.
Good stuff. What is the best memory from your playing or coaching career?
Man, playing for sure is just my West Meck days, man. All those guys, I'm still friends with a lot of my guys on that team. Coach White, playing with him, and going from 1-10 our junior year to making the playoffs, winning 9 games our senior year. That's probably my best playing memory. It was the first time I really realized about working hard and really putting in the work. And if you put the work in, everything else take care of itself. It's probably the first time in my life I really understood that. Coaching, man, it's just so many. Probably the biggest thing stands out is one of our first playoff wins at Huff, when I was at Huff. Coach Aldridge's first year, and we're playing. I think it was East Forsyth. I think no, not East Forsyth, West Forsyth. Okay. At home, man, it was about 20 degrees. Wind chill, crazy. We had the little heaters out there. It was it was one of the worst weather games I've ever coached in. But to get that first playoff win in school history, that was a big deal, huge deal.
Awesome, good stuff, man. In your opinion, what's the best overall thing about coaching?
Affecting young people, man. I seen a great thing on Twitter the other day. Coach Washington at Charter talking about how we're dealing with lives. You can't go back and correct a life. So you got to make sure you really pouring the right stuff into kids and helping them do the right things. And for me, that's what it is, because as a young kid, growing up on the west side of Charlotte, and the everything you want to get into can lead you another path is right there. It's right there. And having guys like a Rocky White, a Joe Evans, a Aaron Brand, and Bobby Collins to say, nah, man, you can do this.
That's right.
A simple thing I always remember is Coach White would load us on the bus on Saturday mornings, and we'd go visit the school. And I remember one of the first schools we went to visit was Duke. And being a kid that had only seen Duke on TV, and you get there on camera, you're like, man, I'm at Duke. Like, you know, you walking through, you know, you see the Krzyzewskiville sign, and, you know, you're walking in all these historic places. So, I mean, just things like that, man. I wanted to be that for somebody else, you know, for some other young person out here. And I tell my kids all the time, like, you know, I didn't get into this to win championships. You know, I want to win, don't get me wrong. But, you know, championships ain't my ultimate goal, man. I want you to go and be great young men.
Awesome stuff, man. Last thing, is there anyone you want to thank for supporting you and your team?
Absolutely, man. Number one, my wife, Gabby, she, man, phenomenal coach's wife, per se. Like, you know, she's so understanding. She's even kind of made herself part of it, being the unofficial team photographer type deal. So that's a cool deal for me, because, you know, it lets me know she's all in just with me. You know, even on the days, my bad days, she's always talking me off the ledge. You know, she does, seriously. You know, man, you know, Coach Collins for giving me a great foundation in what it was like to be a coach, like to show me how to be a coach. Like, I think he showed me the most how to be a coach and be a professional and do things the right way. Coach White for giving me that fire to want to get into this and be a coach. And, you know, of course, Aaron Brand and Joe Evans being what they were. And, you know, you look at those guys and you say, man, I wanted to be like them, you know, one day. Just so many people. Of course, my AD, Brian Byrd, because he believed in me, you know, enough to hire me with no head coaching experience, and he's so supportive. And my principal, Miss Tracy Pickard, man, she's great. Like, she's always calling me, you know, hey, what you need, coach? Anything you need? What's going on? She talks to our players, you know, tries to talk to them and ask them what they want. She's so supportive, and man, I want nothing more than to get those people, all those people that support us, that first win, you know, that we haven't had in a long time around here.
Excellent, Coach. Well, meeting all your kids, man, they were well spoken, well respected.
Yes, sir.
You guys are doing a great job with changing the stigma of your program.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate the time, man. Thank you so much.
And Coach, man, I just want to say I appreciate you. Like, I don't think that goes enough. And I hope you keep this to the interview. You do a phenomenal job around here covering, you know, high school ball. And I even just had a conversation with Cherie the other day. Oh, yeah. And I was telling her, like, man, I don't know what the Observer's thinking, but they should hire Matt Morrow. If you really want to have the right, you know, press about high school ball, that's who you need to be talking to, you know. So I just want to thank you, man, for everything you do for us around here.
Thank you for those kind words, Coach. I appreciate it.